This is live breaking queer news from the Happening Out television network and Queer News Tonight. We are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. We are some of 50 reporters and anchors at the world's first and only live daily LGBTQ evening news show, nightly at 8 p.m. Eastern. Breaking news. Shocking rejection of vaccines by Miami-Jackson health professionals at Florida's largest hospital. This breaking queer news is brought to you by Alive and Well Community Partners, one of South Florida's top HIV and health services providers. A shocking new report has revealed that the number of medical professionals that have been vaccinated at Florida's largest hospital, Miami's Jackson Memorial, is incredibly low. Jackson is one of Miami-Dade counties and one of Florida's largest employers, with more than 12,500 professionals.
Complicated by conspiracy theories and social media, vaccine hesitancy has become one of the top conversations in America since the revolutionary mRNA vaccines development in December by Pfizer and Moderna. In the last 8 months, there was great hope that these vaccines would bring an end to the COVID-19 pandemic.
But a new reality has set in as the Delta variant is now the dominant coronavirus strain in America, and we have begun the fourth wave that moved the United States to the highest number of new cases last week of any country in the world.
We thought that those that deliver the science of our healthcare would represent the top of percentages of those vaccinated. But a new internal report at Miami-Jackson Memorial proves you could be wrong.
ABC reports that as of today, 50% of all Americans are vaccinated, but new vaccination numbers have slowed to a crawl. In Florida, USAFacts.org report that just 48% of Floridians are vaccinated, and Florida ranks number 25 among all states.
Florida now accounts for nearly 1 in every 4 new COVID-19 cases in America. A new internal report yesterday shows the grim and shocking numbers of the vaccination levels of medical professionals at Florida's largest hospital, and may be a reflection of an even larger problem in our vaccination numbers in healthcare.
As expected, attending physicians at Jackson had among the highest percentage of vaccinations, as 78 of every 100 doctors are vaccinated, or 78.26%. However, it makes Queer News Tonight wonder what contributed to nearly 1 in every 5 doctors not being vaccinated in our primary hospital in the gayest place on planet Earth.
Even more surprising is that third-year residents had the highest vaccination rates, with 90 out of every 100 vaccinated, or 90.71%.
You will be shocked to know that those that move you to surgery, medical testing, and other transportation throughout the hospital had the lowest vaccination levels in Miami-Jackson Hospital, as just 25 out of every 100 are vaccinated. That is just 25.25%. This means 3 out of every 4 of these medical workers are not vaccinated, and they are less than half of the national vaccination average.
This medical field may be a reflection of workers that are dominated by people of color, Latino, or other minority populations that may reflect greater fear of the vaccine.
The number of medical staff vaccinated are equally disappointing in other categories. Here are the other vaccination numbers of Miami-Jackson Memorial. This includes patient care techs, just 37 in 100 vaccinated at 36.34%.
Medical assistants, just 39 in 100 vaccinated at 39.62%.
Environmental workers, just 41 in 100 vaccinated at 41.49%.
Security specialists, just 43 in 100 vaccinated at 43.83%.
As COVID-19 is an attack on your respiratory functions, Queer News Tonight was shocked to learn that just 45 of our 100 respiratory therapists have been vaccinated at 45.71%.
Clinical staff nurses at Jackson exceeded Florida's vaccination average, but slightly less than even the national average, with just 55 out of 100 vaccinated, or 55.67%.
The management of Florida's largest hospital seems to understand the dire results after 8 months of vaccination opportunity and seeing the incredible results of the vaccines as they plead with their medical staff by saying, quote, "Now is the time to protect yourself, your loved ones, our patients, and our community," end quote. Clearly, the message is not working.
Carlos Magoya, the CEO of Jackson Health Systems, apparently knows why the numbers are so incredibly low. Quote, "Jackson employees are no different than others in the streets. Everyone listens to rumors, and being in the healthcare business, they create more rumors, which is part of the reason why numbers are low," end quote.
Apparently, Magoya is willing to share responsibility with other public safety agencies when he continued, quote, "We have yet to see public safety, police and fire, get vaccinated, and that's another plea to make sure that we get all the public safety people out in the community to get vaccinated as well," end quote.
Queer News Tonight has reported on the dramatic effects that COVID-19 has had on the LGBTQ community in every daily broadcast since January 6, 2020.
More than 2.5 million LGBTQ+ Americans have contracted coronavirus, and we have reported that more than 43,000 of our community have died of COVID-19.
An anchor at Happening Out television network, Ron Bruneski, died after an episode of It's Happening Out in April 2020, early in the pandemic.
The question now is, can the Delta variant wave be turned? Perhaps not. Dr. Lillian Abo with Jackson Health Systems says they may not be able to turn vaccination failures around. She said yesterday, quote, "So this is real, and if you don't want to believe it, I may not be able to convince you," end quote.
The need for public safety professionals to be vaccinated seems to be contradictory for healthcare professionals, as Dr. Robert Goldsder of Mount Sinai Medical Center said that universally, the patients coming into the hospital with COVID-19 are non-vaccinated, saying, quote, "We are seeing 95 to 99% non-vaccinated patients," end quote.
Medical practitioners say they are different patients than last summer's surge. Dr. Eileen Marty, FIU's infectious disease expert, said, quote, "It's younger people who are mostly getting it, which is part of the population that's under-vaccinated," end quote.
We are shocked to report these numbers of medical professionals that apparently refuse to be vaccinated.
The vaccines have been medical miracles, which as many as 75% of Miami-Jackson Memorial medical professionals, depending on discipline, apparently do not agree with.
Happening Out Television Network is now attempting to verify these responses from other major hospitals. Continue to watch this space. Okay.